Do I have my background?
No, you do not have your background.
Why can't I say? Is this the same? Can I .jpg it?
I don't know if you can do
It
that.
won't let me. Can't be downloaded securely. Won't let me do it. You know, I don't understand.
Work is hard.
This is the most. Come on. How about this? Can I take this picture? Would this picture be okay to steal? Will this make you happy? What are you downloading it as? It's a JPEG, you son of a... You goddamn right that's right. Hold on.
I can't wait for the reveal. Ooh.
Oh.
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. Follow us at Mr. Brian Sturges, at Josh K. Willis, at Timothy Hall Music, at Blackcliff Beach. All right? Go to Poor Loin.
Poor loins?
Or loin choices.
Here's what I want you to do, honey. I want you to fill out an application on Poor Loin Choices, okay? Now, what you're going to want to do, it's going to be clearly an office setting in which I rented the room at 2 o'clock in the morning. There will be a couch.
Comfy.
It will be leather, which is the worst part of what will be happening. Well, not the worst. It will be the first in a series of devastating things that will prevent you from going on to do that thing you really want to do when you...
The breathing.
Okay. So, fellas, how are you? What's going on?
Living the dream,
Clearly,
buddy.
I am free out in the sweet fields of freedom.
What are you,
frolicking
freedom? What are you,
about.
freedom fighting?
What's that?
What are you, freedom fighting?
Oh, no, I'm just done with a big editing project.
Oh, I like it. Sounds like someone. Oh, I got a new chair, by the way. I got a new chair. I'm going to come back to you. But due to my astonishing weight gain, the hydraulics of the chair.
Oh, I hate that.
And it's just like a little bit at a time to make you feel like a real plumper. So I got a new chair, and then I got one of these so that I can play the guitar and I can just do
that's
the thing.
good. I wish mine did that.
So I can blah, 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 blah. And then but I'm all thrown. I forgot what chair I was on, but I didn't want you to see me because then we'll have to admit that there's a problem. So you're in the middle of nowhere editing a project. This is what I'm getting.
Oh, no. I'm done with the project. Now I'm off gallivanting in the fields.
Oh, what project were you working on?
Oh, it's a little festival project.
Ah, yes. What was it called?
Oh, I believe it was called the Poor Life Choices, or 2022 Poor Life Choices Comedy Film Festival.
What were the dates on that festival?
I believe it was the 15th through the 17th with the award show on the 20th.
We are now accepting applications here at Poor Life Choices Productions. Let me explain something to you. We desperately, desperately need. What title would make you happy? You're not going to get that much money. What's the rate? $15 an hour, right?
Okay.
That seems reasonable.
For,
$15 an hour.
lead social media.
Just
analyst.
to do the things that need to get done, and then if it's like if it's a heavy project, you get a little bump. I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah, you get a little
Pablo Escobar
chicken wings.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, so the film festival this year, we were a little rushed this year due to I don't know, a tremendous amount of work in no time, and then just it was crazy.
It's funny if you watched it at 1.5 speed, it didn't seem rushed at all.
If you watch it at 2 times speed, like everyone else did, I'm sure.
It was great.
Did you watch it, Josh Willis?
I did watch it. We watched it last night. I watched it with the wife last night.
Oh, nice.
At 1.5 speed.
Yeah, 1.25 sometimes.
Oh, okay, that's good. So you can understand what's being said.
Okay, I get that. No, that's reasonable.
Did you slow it down for the Vietnam part? Boop.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Zoomed in a couple times. Yeah, it was great. I especially like your villain turn there, Timothy Hall. your little spin, your little not as the villain, but
when I did
the one where you
spin.
were tied up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that one too.
Yeah, that was great.
He threw up. That was great. The festival went. The festival. Thank you, fellas, for doing a great job. I'm just on Amazon now, looking at paper. Every year, I gotta get the envelopes. Gotta get the tape. I gotta get the various accoutrements that go with a distinguished festival. But we 25th hour it. I mean, we really could it have used one more pass.
Probably.
It could have used that last
10%. That magic. That last.
That 24 karat magic. It's all about Bruno Mars. See what it is? It's about wearing Versace while on a jet ski in the Caesar's Palace pool. Okay, because
that's 24 karat.
That's 24 karat magic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, so the fest. Thank you to all the people. Blah blah blah. It was great. I have a lot of work to do now after it. You'll get your things when you get it. Not that you're watching this, but you'll get it when you get it. All right. I got emails to send. I have a life to live, life to lead, things like that. There were some. Yeah, but we'll be hiring somebody. There were some just general. There was kind of a shit show. I mean, just between availability and then just a series of. How important are the dates of the festival when posted in social media, or the hashtags, or spelling one's own company and/or festival? Are these things important?
Oh, they were spelled correctly.
Yes, they were spelled. There were some caps. I would have done one last pass, but then you would always think you'd have that, but there wasn't time. There wasn't time. Once we're closed for submissions, that's so much work for us. That's when it really
ramps up.
Yeah. Where it's insane. So then for 2 weeks it's crazy. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for coming all the way to Switzerland for that. For that
beautiful trip.
It was good stuff. It was good stuff. Willis, what's up with you?
Oh, I'm.
We don't know. That's why we're asking, Willis.
I don't know. Yeah.
Tell me the best part of your week, man. What's the best part of your week?
Oh, this right here. This is the best part.
Oh,
actually, yeah.
You can tell.
So it was a rough week. It was a
rough week. Was it the
yeah?
Was it the ODing at the bowling alley again in Van Nuys?
Yeah, I mean that wasn't the low point, but it was down there.
It wasn't in the bottom half of the low points, but it was certainly a low point. What's going on? Is it work? Do you want to talk about it? Do you not want to talk about it?
No, just work. So I'm.
I thought you quit that job. What is up?
I know. I need to quit. I really need to quit.
Did you hire the new person? Is the new person cool?
Oh, dude, it'll be months.
Yeah, it's a big process.
We'll be having that conversation 3 months from now.
You want me to do it for you? You want? Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah,
we're in a 1980s sitcom, it, right? Where you're going to bring me into NASA, and I'll wear a suit. See, I'll wear the suit that I had to spend way too much money due to what would fit in the time allotted. Yeah. What do you say, Phyllis? You want to do that? Huh?
I like it. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, get you into NASA.
Yeah, you get me into NASA. You bring me in. I'm a cat. This is my good friend Chuck Mangione. No relation. Yeah. And I just work it out for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love how Tim Hall was just like he's losing it.
Brock.
He's interviewing as my consigliere.
Let me tell you what. Yeah, who is my consigliere? I don't know. At this point, Josh, you're spoiler alert. You're Ernest Borgnine. Is that who it was? At the end of the first at Godfather 1, is that who it was? No.
Didn't he get murdered?
Val Vigoda. Al Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda.
Abe Vigoda. That's who you are. You're Abe Vigoda right now at the end of the Godfather. You think you're with the family, but we're just going with the flow, right? And then one day you get... I almost broke the chair. I heard the wood crack. I just bought the chair.
I'd like to go over to your place and install a like a little sound that it sounds like this. Oh. So every time you sit in the chair.
No, that's what the chair does that for me. The industrial hydraulics of the chair are failing after 6 weeks. It could not. It was not. It's not made. Yeah.
Oh,
I took a shot with this chair because I did the order. I did the order online thing, so I don't have to.
So you didn't get to try it out first.
I didn't get to try it out, but it had a lot of positive reviews, so I went for it. It's good. It's good. If I were any fatter, though, it wouldn't. Like it's
mine has a weight rating.
Any smaller would. It's actually quite good. Good support. I like that when I'm in the chair, it stays.
Yeah, it doesn't collapse to the ground. Yeah.
Tim Hall, do you have any interest to talk about any H2O storage stories? Is there something you would like to share?
About water? Oh.
Is that something you would want to? Was that something that you would find comical, or you want to move along from? Nobody will know.
I mean, I can talk about it. So
I'd like to hear it.
So
I definitely want to know what this is about.
There's been a bit of a saga during actually concurrent with the editing and all that stuff.
While he's trying to.
So I come home from doing a little archery, right? And the lady says that the water is not as hot as it used to be.
Oh.
We need to replace the water heater. So everything in this house is like.
I like how I looked over his shoulder. See.
She's not here, right?
He is in trouble.
So everything in this house is like custom for the size of the house. Like, I think our refrigerator is the real size, but like our washer, dryer, the dishwasher, everything's like miniature specialized sizes. And apparently so is our water heater, except they don't make water heaters the size that we need anymore. So we have two closets next to each other, and we had to knock out the wall in the middle in order to make room to put this water heater.
You need to take down this wall.
Yeah. It's probably not load
Wall's
bearing.
no good.
Don't
want this wall.
ask questions. Yeah.
In fact, if you could not follow up with any questions, it would be.
Yeah. Don't ask anything. But so the lady put me in charge of this. She's like, I want you to take care of this, right? And this is always a bad sign because, like, she'll ask me, hey, could you, clean the house? Or could you do this or that? And then she comes home and she's like, and then she does it over
It wasn't
again,
good
right?
enough?
Yeah. So I know that as soon as I started this, she has no confidence in me. So I'm doing it, I'm making things happen. The water heater's going in, but it's happening a little slow because they gotta, it's on their schedule, right? I can't force people to stay there. So at one point it just kind of gets to a head where she's saying that I'm not taking it seriously and stuff. So I get a tad angry.
What? Timothy Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
I don't know. What would this look like? I don't.
She said there's a hole in our house, right? Because there's no door. They took out the doorway, and I said that's a doorway. That's just a doorway without a door. But I said it in a louder, more angry.
Oh.
And then I believe I
put a little pepper on it. Give it to me. Come on, reenact it. How did it go? Come on.
I can't reenact it.
Put a little pepper on it. Come on. Put a little pepper on it.
Let me get it.
Come on. Stella Adler this shit. Come on, you know what to do.
It was.
You want to see a hole in the wall? I'll give you a hole in the wall.
And then I punched the wall. It didn't make a hole. It was more of like a side punch. Boop, boop. And then I bruised this little part of my hand right here. Is that bone? You know how that bone sticks out right here? Boop. So it was just embarrassing. It's always embarrassing when I get angry. You know what I mean? It's always embarrassing. There's never been a point where after I was angry, I was like, that was good. It's always, I wish I could go back in time and take that out.
How's the hand? Is it recovering?
Oh, yeah.
It's still okay.
I feel a little bit right here, but.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It gets that green. It gets that greenish yellow at some point when you know it's almost done, but it's.
Oh, yeah.
Get that black, and then it's a variety. It's an adventure. Oh, well, congratulations on your new water heater.
Oh, yeah. They just finished yesterday.
Oh, how's the
new
water?
Doors are in. I mean, we've had water for a while.
Yeah.
But
I mean, is it hot? Is it hot? Hot water?
Well, actually, asked me yesterday if I could call the plumbers and have them turn it up a little bit, because she says it's not as hot as the old water heater. So.
Well, but you can just turn that up yourself, right? You can just turn it up.
Yeah, isn't there's a couple nozzles on there, and
you just turn it. You just turn it up. Do not call him. Do not spend money for a man to come back and turn a knob up.
Can you turn this up 3 degrees?
No, I got you. When we're done, we'll FaceTime or whatever. I got you. But it's. But you got an electric one, so yeah, it's just how hot. Yeah, it's just turn it. Just.
I think the standard is 140, right? Am I wrong, guys?
Oh, I feel like I should know. I feel like you went copper, right? You did the copper. I don't know.
You got enough insulation on your supply pipes?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably. It's up to code.
Hard-working men. Hard-working.
There you go.
Let me ask you a question now. How many beers do you think purchased at once is too many? I'm having a little conversation with the lady. Now, I get on these little things where I drink Coors Light with Timmy P. All right, it's obviously tastes terrible, but I love it. But and this is the original Coors.
Well,
Coors Factory.
That's in
Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Right, because I couldn't get a new one, so I went old school. So this is where my delicious Coors Light comes
My brother
from.
used to work there.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
You have a brother? I only knew about the sister that you had, like these weird Christmas kind of
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, like the NPR, and you're like, take that stocking cap off and get over it.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
You have a brother? Makes you know what? We're gonna pause the story, but you have to remind me where I am because I'm simple. Tell me more about this brother of yours. Oh, he's the one who's like he's fancy pants, right?
Well, he's a lawyer now. Yeah. But yeah, he used to.
And you edited the Port Life Choices Comedy Film Festival. This is what you did for a job.
Yeah.
And
I went to school. I went to college.
You have probably more degrees than Josh Willis has. Maybe not at the same level.
Maybe we should just go by years. I did 8 years. 8 years of college. I should be a doctor.
Wow.
So I go in swells of beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to drink it a lot with the guys and the barbecue. As you know, we put down the Coors Lights, and Tim and I have put down thousands of Coors Light. So lately, I've just had that. I've been working really hard, moving a lot of stuff, and so I go to the local bodega here in South Carolina, and I buy the 24-ounce Coors Light, which doesn't taste as good, but it's just 2 beers in one container. Right, life is simple. Then I stepped it up a little bit last week, and then I was just like, well, I'm going to be here working all weekend, right? So I was like, let me buy a 6-pack. Right? Not crazy, no. A 6-pack. Because I'm buying 2. I was like, I'm going to be working hard, man, or not non-gendered, hard person work. Where am I going with the story?
Yeah, you're putting in some hours.
So, so now all of a sudden I'm having, I have that, and then I'll have 2 beers in the afternoon, then a couple more beers, right? Next thing I know, I'm out of beer. Now, I don't really need any more beer. In fact, I had decided no more beer. That was enough beer. Right? Your belt is crying. That's enough beer. And I went to Walmart yesterday. Okay.
Oh,
And the prices that they have on the beer
we're so good.
is ridiculous. So I'm going to tell you the number now. Okay, so I bought it. I came back. I took a couple out, put it in the fridge.
Gotta keep it
Right?
cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And I maybe put 5 in there, and I had a beer. She's like, "Oh my God, you bought a 6-pack?" And I said, "Well, you know, I just bought a case. I just bought a case of beer." She's like, "You bought 12 beers?"
24, baby. 36.
Right now in the garage, I'm hiding a 30. I literally have an old towel. After her concern about having a 6-pack in the house, like just because she doesn't drink beer, so she's like she doesn't get that this is not drinking. This is our water intake of mead of old time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, that's right. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
right now in the garage,
Yeah,
there's
that's-
a 30. There's a 36-pack covered with a towel, and I feel like I got to drink them all pretty quick. But we're gonna go
Yeah,
ahead.
you gotta hide the evidence in your melee.
So at the age of 42, I'm hiding beer from my wife. not
You're
not
right
that
on
she
schedule.
would care,
Yeah.
but if she was just like, "Well, what do you 6?" And she's like, "Well, 12? 12 seems like enough a person would buy." You know how much it was? You want to know why? Let me tell you. You know what I
Was it
spent for a
12
6-pack?
bucks?
You know what I spent for a 6-pack?
$8.95.
$7.99, right?
$7.99.
Plus all the stuff, right? But just $7.99. Walmart had a 36-pack for $20 effing dollars. I walked by that thing and I stood there in a moment. What would be? I'm sure in the alcoholic community, it was like, "How do you want the rest of your month to go, or the next few days?" And I was just staring at it. I was like, "Oh, that's too many," but I don't want to go spend $8 on 6 of them when I can spend $20 and get 36 of them, and they keep them in there because this is whatever. So if Timmy's here, when anybody is over, they need a beer. This is the beer they have.
Yeah.
But it just seemed, I did grapple with it, and then, but then I brought the baby with me, so I'm in Walmart. I'm holding the baby, and then I'm like, I'm deciding, am I going to buy the 36-pack? But how could you
drinking
not
for
buy
two.
it? It was 2048 technically, or whatever it was, but let's call it 20 bones. How
Yeah.
could I not? The summer's here. So I just bought a pool, like for the baby, like a little,
Yeah, little pool.
you know.
Yeah, you could fill it with beer.
Yeah, you
I'm
really
saying.
could.
So, cheers to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Now, I don't drink beer, but I have a question. Does the can do the mountains on the can turn blue when
Yes.
it's just cold enough?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, when I got home, it was room temp. Right, it was just on the floor of a factory called Walmart. So when I brought it home, Coors Light is it's just when you work hard, right, and you glisten a little bit, right. Your hands are dirty, and you crack open an ice cold Coors Light. There is nothing better. I know some people are Bud Light people. Let's not get divisive, right? But that cheap, domestic, but delicious kind of ice cold beer on your tongue. But when it's warm, I mean, it's like a cerveza. That, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a Dos Equis. It's got to be cold. So the first one was kind of rough. I put one in the freezer, and I know it's a little early, but I wanted to. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I gotta. If I should. If I'm gonna be. I don't know how the next week's gonna go. Basically,
Yeah, you got to live week to week.
we're gonna see how having 36 cans of beer in the house. And I think we're down to 33 now. But I should start that link again. The cups. Something else I noticed about beer. This will also smash cut to, I'm sure, a headline on KCal 9 as a fatality. I bought for a scene. I went to the old dollar store and I bought like glass beer glasses.
Oh, like a Stein?
Like yeah, kind of. You know, it's
Pint
got the
glass.
handle, right?
Like a frosty mug.
Yeah, sort of thing. And then for fun, I poured one of these beers in here and I drank it. I was like, oh my God, I understand. It goes down. You get so much more beer. I get why Timmy P's doing it. Because it's just glug, 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 glug. There's no like waiting for it to come out of this tiny hole. You know what I mean? Don't try to regulate my alcoholism, right? This
Like
is
a
just like boop,
sluice.
boop, 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 boop. And I was like, damn. And then when you do this, it's just like, huh. And then next thing you know, you have 6 beers. You don't feel any different, but you just stare out the window,
Get a little
wondering
sad.
about why dreams don't come true. Go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe.
For more
$0
content.
spent on advertising anywhere or doing no work ever has really not paid off.
This is all just an experiment to see if it
And
will ever pay off.
just another thing before we take a quick break to get into the TikToks here. I found an ear hair.
Oh no.
Yeah, as you know, I was shaving my head, so I was shaving it. I looked in my mirror in the bathroom, and there was a hair 2 inches long growing right here
Yeah.
on the top of my ear, and it was straight up, which means that however long it took to grow from here to here, I had never noticed.
I think it happens overnight because I've also noticed this before.
The wedding, I would have had it for the wedding. I would have had to have had it for months. And the light hit it, and I couldn't. It was like it was the beginning of the end. It was like, oh my God! It was Josh Willis. It was a 2-inch. It was straight up.
Maybe you had just been brushing it down, inadvertently, just combing it a little bit,
I
tucking
couldn't
it
believe
behind.
it. I want to know if anybody had seen it. I want to know if anybody looked at me and was like, does this guy know he is a 2-inch? Is it the light? Because no light. Can a hair grow like that super quickly?
I feel like specifically those hairs do. Because they
You
always
have to ask
they
Dr.
always
America.
surprise. Oh yeah.
Because how could I have
got
not
some.
noticed?
Yeah.
No. But how could I have not noticed?
And what the hell
How
is it
could I have
doing
not
there?
noticed a 2-inch goddamn hair growing out? When I saw it, I was like, what is it? And I pulled it and it was attached. I couldn't believe it.
That's the worst. I know that
Yeah.
feeling.
And I'm like, how many people saw this?
And what are hair follicles doing there in the first place when they
Ask-
weren't there before?
How fast can a hair grow?
That's right.
Can a hair grow like that? Can a hair grow in 2 weeks like that? Or would that have been?
It would-
Are you
I think
telling
it
me it
would have
was
been
6
there.
months I got an ear hair like that, walking around, nobody knows, nobody's telling me nothing?
Maybe a month, 2.
Ask
something
Dr.
like that.
America. We'll be right
All
back
right.
after these commercial breaks.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
Wow, that is.
Oh, is there music? I
Yeah.
don't want to know
there's
what she's
music.
saying.
Now,
She's just singing along with the music.
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know what?
Wow.
I'll be honest with you, right? Gorgeous woman.
Uh-huh.
I do feel like she's trying to make the best out of it. Like, what looks like it would appeal to men must. Oh God, you know that I have a daughter now. That it must hurt her. Like she must suffer the back pain, like you said.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like how that must not be something that is enjoyable. I mean, I
Like
put on
comfortable.
the amount of weight I put on. I mean, my fucking chairs are breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
My-
protesting.
Yeah. To steal a Norm
The chair
Macdonald.
doth protest. Yeah.
To steal a Norm Macdonald, you know you're too fat when your chair guy refuses to work with you anymore. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. If I went and got
You need a break for
well, I mean,
refreshments.
Why don't yeah? Why don't you yeah? Why don't you go ahead and why don't you go ahead and
Wait, is he running to go get mashed potatoes? That's what I've figured out from what just happened. My mind is split though because I'm looking at TikToks and trying to pay attention.
Oh, it's always a challenge.
Is he saying that he's going to go grab some mashed potatoes?
Oh my god! I just got busted. Shut up! I don't even care what you're saying. I just got busted. I walked out, right? Because I'm trying to sneak. I'm trying to sneak to the kitchen, right? Yeah. No. Well, she doesn't know about the other one, right? But she's up there, and her office overlooks on the kitchen. It's that sort of thing, right? So I'm like, oh, she's like, are you done? I was like, no, I'm just grabbing something out of the fridge. And she's like, oh, what's that? It's like, oh, it's for a bit. And she's like, oh,
She's gargoyling it.
She's gonna find out about the towel.
She doesn't watch this.
She doesn't have the time.
She doesn't. Yeah. Well, because the case was so big. Part of me was like, could you justify buying a separate fridge now? Like 40-year-old dad went to like
secret fridge.
You know what you need now? You need your now. Oh my god.
A secret fridge would be great.
Could I? Oh my god! I bet you. Oh my god! Because I do spend a lot of time in the garage. That's like where, that's usually where I'm rehearsing lines in which my neighbors, I'm sure, are like, what is happening? And also, you can sometimes you need to be alone and let things happen.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And the garage is where it happens for me. But I wonder if I could get a fridge. Could I successfully install a fridge down there within my things? And she doesn't know.
What would you disguise it with?
Well, see, all my tools and stuff are in the garage filled. And plus, as as a man in his 40s, I must keep every Amazon box for the future shipments I will send.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got to.
Okay? So I got...
Throwing away money.
I wonder. Plus, we work it out where she pays the light bill. So it wouldn't cost me anything more. So I don't have... I would just have to put the money out for the fridge. Now the question is, I don't want a mini fridge, but I don't want a big fridge.
You want a full size fridge?
I don't want a full. Well, but I want the smallest. You know what I want? I want the fridge you need for your apartment.
Right.
I want the smallest full size. I want the smallest fridge you would get for like a studio apartment in Manhattan. Right.
Let me tell you can't fit
meat, cheese, beer.
Okay, a meat, cheese, beer. Okay, because if you try to put a frozen pizza in there, you got to put it like this to get it in. So, just so you know.
Why are you putting Oh, sorry.
In the freezer.
I thought you were baking it. Sorry. I was about to make fun of you for being slow, but then my brain caught up.
Imagine sound.
Now,
that's a lot of work.
It is.
I can think of something that would be useful for.
Yeah, I can't do.
I have a very specific thing in my mind where that would come in very, very handy.
Yeah. Like eating a hot fudge sundae or?
Well, I hope not, but things happen.
Oh, God.
Every river has a bend.
Jesus.
I could spot a hoe, and I could sit right here, just open the window. I could tell you that bitch is a hoe. Yeah. I mean, it's about how they walk, how they sit down, how they stand up, talk. It's things that tell you, you shit hoe.
I like how he does that last
the
line.
Music. He's very introspective.
So well.
How come they're just outside his window? I could just open up my window right now.
Yeah,
they're everywhere, I guess.
Well, because hoes are often found on the streets, especially the ratchet hoes.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
wow.
Could we get a freeze frame on the beginning? On the beginning? Yeah, right
there.
Oh,
very beginning? You got it.
She's gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
Right? She's definitely got the
Kind of like a
I
Marilyn
I
Monroe
should follow
thing.
her at Pin Up Pixie.
Pin-up
Right,
Pixie.
gorgeous. She looks like a pinup. She looks like a 1940s. Yeah, Cuckoo Broads. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't
she'd
you
be
show me how
painted on
big
the
your
side
mouth
of
is? See.
Side of an airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, right? And then you go. That's the start of it. Go a little over. Let's widen it up. Come on. There you go. Now, this is a
Reminds me of
little Tim
Beetlejuice.
Burton-esque, don't you think?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Yeah. It is.
Also, I can think what that could be used for.
You don't usually see the last tooth.
No. Her dentist must love her. know?
I can see her spine. You want to? What's funny is it's not working for me. To be honest with you.
Now it looks a little bit like she's unhinged her jaw.
It's a
Snake-like.
little Nightmare Before Cliffmas.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's of course the. Oh, we got a post. We got to. Don't forget this weekly's post. You know we are paying for that service, so we might as well.
Did you ever figure out
Cliff Beach. Yeah, we got the
password? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did. We
We
posted
covered
on
the
it.
password. All right.
Turns out it was created by Brian, and he said it out loud in the episode, so I was able to find it.
Oh, he did go. He said it. Okay.
One of the
Yeah,
greatest times.
It
I
worked
was
out.
on a set and we were at someone's house, and the production call was, "We're gonna get the Wi-Fi. What's the Wi-Fi password?" And they were like a bunch of 20-year-olds. He's like, it's buttfucker 69. And then so like,
Motherfuckers.
okay, it's buttfucker 69 all caps, you know. So then everyone's on their phone typing in buttfucker 69.
No, I don't.
Oh man, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. I was over at Tim's camp, in which he has a very large German Shepherd guarding the door, and man, I tell you, you buy dogs that are like trains must run on time dogs. Like they're really scary to me. Like
Oh,
there's
really?
nothing cute about your dogs. They're like you're like Mr. Burns at your camp. You're like send the hounds. What is it? Free the
Yeah,
hounds.
release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
You know, so far I think she's peed a little bit every time you've come over. Every
Yeah,
time she
well,
sees you, she
When
lets
women
out a
see
little
me,
pee.
there's a little bit of trickle that happens, mostly
Yeah.
of disgust.
Only in Portland they do this kind of.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Bam! Nothing but horsepower. Check it out.
All of that is being pulled by a 1990s Buick Regal.
They don't make them like that, I guess.
They don't make it like that. But this is why you often find dead people on highways. Like this is what's filmed 10 minutes before several people lose the ability to
live.
walk and feel, live life, hold their grandchildren again. It's all
Like it was just a strap pulling
Yeah.
it along.
yeah.
They just
I
put
went
a
to
hitching
Harbor
strap
Freight.
on there.
He's like, how much is that? $5.99? Yeah, well,
I'll take it.
we're gonna tow half a ton of much more than that. That trailer's got to be. Trailer's got to be what?
I mean that one, the
8,000 pounds.
yeah.
I mean, if Gracie, which I still have, cash dump, if that thing weighs 4,500 pounds, so that's just a sedan. That's a two-door. How much?
man.
How much does several vehicles and a
Yeah,
trailer?
an RV.
Yeah, I'm curious how do they stop? You know, if it's just a strap,
Oh yeah.
You know,
It's,
doesn't it run? You know,
you're not going to want to take a curve too quickly.
No. It's a straight shot, hopefully.
just
Probably
just
away from
dragging your child
Yeah.
through Detroit International Airport. It is weird when I leave the house with the baby sometimes. Yeah, when I got lunch, I'm just like a guy with a baby. And I just, you see that baby? Is that your baby? You know how many people come up to me?
Where'd you get a baby?
Did you see
Where
that
did
baby?
you get a baby?
How the hell did you get a baby? All right.
Like a,
At
you go to
Blackcliff
Meatloaf
Beach,
song?
this is what you need to be doing at your shows. This is what is missing. Play that again. Look what he does with 2 bottles of beer. It's amazing. I am a beer god.
You know what? I didn't. That had a lot of propulsion
Yeah.
and a consistent propulsion on both ones.
You must
How
have
many
practiced
times
that.
Did you
Yeah.
right? Cut
He's
to
buying
the
the 36
'80s, the '80s montage of him training for that very moment. He's just in the alley of a Guitar Center on break.
You're gonna make it happen.
Welcome to Portland. Oh, look at oh, now this is the get up.
Snap it? Open? Sure. Well, a knife for $59.
That's not bad, huh?
Tempting, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it looked like a spider coat of me. Look, can we just watch his just the top half of that? This is what Rick does when he goes to a Big Five, and he's got that $5 off coupon.
What's that? Can I snap it? Open? Sure.
Is he having like a stroke or
No, he's doing.
is that a seizure of some kind?
No, he's cool.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
he's cool.
You know what? Don't worry about it. He's got you. He's got your back. Just buy him a beer after he saves your life.
True.
All right. You think working at the Roadhouse is easy? All right. I saw Dalton rip a man's throat clean off. Right. Tuesday, 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's a
He can peel a potato in like 15 seconds.
This is my life.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus, tore the seal on that one.
The Huggies Corporation is feverishly trying to solve the problem. Like it's too much. It's too much velocity.
Yeah, old Scotty was in there. The ship can't handle it.
25. You're gonna need a bigger diaper. Sugar. Honey, honey.
Jeez.
Thug
It drooped his eye.
life. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. Okay, let's, at Blacklight Beach, number one.
Yeah, you
Number one. At Josh K. Willis, at OMG NASA, at Climate Elvis, at Timothy All Music, at 1192 Studios, at 8 Brothers, and I live in New Hampshire or Vermont or Maine. We don't really actually know. Hazy Fox, Coors Light. Big shout out to the Coors family. You know what? Maybe we can work out. You know what? Do me a favor. Tag the Coors Corporation. We're going to work it out. We're going to do an episode. We can promise you up to double digits of views. Okay? So follow us there.
That's a bold promise.
All right? Listen, great
Tins.
job, Tim, Josh. And we'll see you
Next
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday.